Hi and welcome to Be Green. I'm your host Todd Weatherill, and this show is about making green just a little easier. We got a great show for you today. We're going to start out at the CoOpportunity right here in Santa Monica, and we're going to go shopping the green way. We're also going to check in with Natalie, who's got some tips about how to garden green, and then we're going to go over to Sears and check out some new refrigerators that are energy efficient. But first, let's go to the home and figure out how to save water. Everybody knows that when you're brushing your teeth, you got to shut the water off. But what about when you're shaving? Fill up the sink about a quarter of the way and run it back and forth to rinse it. That's a real green tip. Also, you can be really green by not shaving at all. Save all the water, right? Let's go out to the co-op and shop a little green. So today we came to CoOpportunity here at 1525 Broadway right here in Santa Monica. It's a local market. Tonight we're going to discuss the top 10 ways that you can shop green at your local market. When you shop local markets, you actually shop local farmers, which saves the environment by not trucking across the United States, plus the food's a lot better to eat. Number 2 on the list, plan ahead and bring fabric shopping bags. They're reusable and they help the environment. Number 3 on the list, organic vegetables. They're safe to eat, they have better flavor, and they don't use pesticides, so they're safe for the environment. And number 4, get rid of your plastic bags, but don't forget to recycle. Number 5, plan your meals before you go shopping. That way you're less likely to grab frozen or prepackaged food. I've got my list and I don't think this is on it. Number 6, plan more meals without meat. Did you know that if Americans reduce their consumption of meat by 10%, the grain they save would serve over 60 million people annually? Did you know that over 75% of the world's seafood is being pet fished at capacities of over 75%? But take this product. It comes from a fishery that's been certified by the Marine Stewardship Council's environmental standard for well-manageable and sustainable fishery. Look for this seal and you're definitely shopping right. Number 8 on the list, buy in bulk. Number 1, you're going to save on all the packaging, but you can also save up to 1/3 of your grocery bill annually. I got my bulk. Number 9, if you drive your car to go shopping, try to go in off-peak hours so you're not stuck in traffic. Stop and go means your car is going to be working harder, which means there'll be more CO2 emissions. So drive when no one else is. Plus, parking's a little easier to find. Number 10, keep that fridge stocked. A well-stocked fridge takes less energy to maintain the same temperature, and that's a fact. You know, shopping green may cost a little bit more, but consider the benefits. Better body, better planet. They say you are what you eat. Me? I'm a banana, so let's split. Man, I love that store. Awesome, right? Another tip around the house to save water, installing a low-flow shower head. This aerator could save up to 1/3 of the water that you use. Now, you know, I need to install this, and we're going to go check in with Natalie and her new gardening friends.
Hi guys, I'm here with Wendy from the city, who is about to tell us about this wonderful program happening here in Santa Monica called the Garden Registry. How are you doing, Wendy?
Great, Natalie. How are you doing? A little brisk this morning?
I know. It feels good though.
Yeah, and great to get out there and garden.
Absolutely.
Be active.
So I hear you guys at the city are kind of acting as a matchmaker.
Oh my gosh.
Is that true?
Is the rumor out?
It is. It is. What is going on here? You're matching people up. Is this for dating or gardening?
No, it's actually for gardening. As many people know, we have 3 community garden sites in Santa Monica that are immensely popular. Yeah. Full capacity at this point, so we have a long waiting list. So the city thought, here's another option to get people out gardening.
Right.
So what we do is we take applications from homeowners who have property, who have land to garden, and we match them with gardeners who are interested in gardening who do not have the land.
Oh, neat.
So, yeah.
So wonderful relationships are forming as we speak.
Exactly, they sure are. So we're actually on site at this point with one of our homeowners. She's matched up with another gardener. They had some similar interests, and it's just been a match made in heaven.
I love it. So cool, and I get to meet them in a little bit.
Correct.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Hi, Ellu. I'm Natalie.
Natalie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So you're the famous gardener that's been matched up?
Yes.
With Madeleine?
Yes.
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So how did you hear about this program?
When I first moved to Santa Monica about 5 years ago, I put myself on the gardening wait list and was on the wait list for many, many years. And then when they finally sent an email out to everybody on the wait list saying that you could participate in the matching program, I was the first to sort of put my application in.
Nice. So it's a match made in heaven, I hear.
It was a match made in heaven.
So neat. So have you always been a fan of gardening?
I grew up on the farm, so
Okay.
yeah, and then I used to do an AmeriCorps program where we took kids out and did community gardening class.
Fun.
But each space is different, each climate is different, so this has been a learning process for me to sort of see what grows here and what doesn't.
Very cool. So what made you want to do the program? Did you like live in an apartment and you didn't have the fresh veggies and fruits you wanted, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination of not having the fresh fruits and veggies that I've grown and having been accustomed to them as a kid growing up. Also, I've been obsessed with the idea of composting, so that was another big interest of mine.
All right, so what do we have here?
So we have garlic that we started from seed. We have radishes that are ready. They're coming up now. And then we have carrots that should be coming up in the next probably month or so.
How does it work? Do you guys share the produce, like what grows here, or how have you and Madeleine kind of worked it out?
We've agreed to share everything, and we've been really collaborative in terms of thinking about what works and what doesn't. Obviously, this is her yard, so she knows what works and what doesn't in this area, and she's been extremely generous in providing tips and details and plants and things, so it's been really fun.
Thank you so much. Now, I know you're going to keep working here, and I'm going to get to go talk to the homeowner, Madeleine.
Great.
Now I'm here with Madeleine, the homeowner of this wonderful program. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Thanks for having us to your beautiful home. I love it back here. So what made you want to get involved in the program?
It's more difficult now as the years advance to bend over and kneel down and dig. I'm especially interested in my worm bin.
Okay.
And my son keeps complaining because I don't turn it enough. And I just don't have the strength, so I thought someone could help me.
Like, I need some help. Exactly.
Yes.
So how's the experience been once you met Ellu?
It has been excellent. The wonderful thing about Ellu is she's so enthusiastic. It's a real pleasure working with her.
And were you a little bit nervous or skeptical of having a stranger come to your home, or?
Yes, I was. It's a bit difficult having a stranger come into your yard and getting to know your dog, but you just can't worry about those things, and it's turned out beautifully.
And you guys were communicating through email and stuff
Yes,
first, right?
Yes.
And then, you know, once you had the rapport, you probably felt comfortable. She's harmless, I can already tell. Now, would you recommend this program to other people that maybe are looking for someone to help them garden?
Absolutely, absolutely. It is a good success, and I'm very much in favor of eat local.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much, Madeleine. I appreciate it. I know you guys still have some work to do, but everything's looking great. So thank you for having us.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Nothing like an educated man, right? Another tip around the house, don't use your toilet as a waste paper basket for things like cigarette butts and trash and tissues. Just take a nice little bit of it, blow your nose, put it in a waste paper basket. That's the best way to do it, right? Now let's go out to Sears and get educated about refrigerators. Today we're here at Sears, one of the leaders in energy efficient appliances. I'm standing here with Stuart Cooley from the city of Santa Monica, and today we're here to talk about refrigerators and appliances and how they are energy efficient and actually save you money. Tell us first of all about Energy Star.
Sure, Todd. Energy Star is a program that the federal government has established to help us identify energy efficient appliances. And here we're looking at refrigerators today specifically.
Now tell me this, how can a refrigerator save the environment?
How can a refrigerator save the environment? Well, first, a refrigerator uses a good portion of your residential energy. Almost 20 to 30% of your energy can be just the electricity of your fridge.
So if you get an Energy Star rating on an appliance like this, what does that do for the environment?
Well, what it does is it reduces the consumption of electricity, and of course electricity requires us to make power at a power plant, often burning a dirty fuel. So we reduce pollution, we reduce greenhouse gases, all of that is good for the environment.
Now you're implying that you use less energy, that means you might save money also?
That's exactly right. You save a lot of money. There's some great calculators out there too. If you go to the energystar.gov website, you can find a refrigerator calculator that helps you figure out how much energy your fridge uses, and then you can compare it with the fridges that are here.
Now stay on money for a minute. There's actually some rebates offered too. Tell me about that.
Sure. There's rebates from not only the federal government, which is a new program starting, but the local utilities often offer a rebate up to $50 locally, and there's also the manufacturers that, if they so choose, can offer rebates to you.
So all these rebates on one fridge?
That's right. You have to make sure you get the paperwork right, but you will get money back after you purchase the fridge.
Now, one thing that's really bothersome in terms of the environment is getting rid of an old refrigerator. Tell us how we do that and save the environment that way.
Well, when you make the choice to get a new fridge, definitely contact your utility. Your utility is, pretty much every utility has a program to recycle your refrigerator, and the wonder of it is that they pay you to recycle your fridge.
Wait a minute. Getting rid of an old refrigerator, someone's going to pay you to get rid of that?
Yes, they are, because they're going to want to dispose of it properly, and to make sure that people do that, they offer money. One other point I wanted to make is that when you go to get a new fridge, a lot of people say, oh, I'm going to keep my old fridge and put it in the basement or in the garage. That's really a big mistake. An old fridge uses 2, sometimes even 3 times as much as a current refrigerator. And most people use it to, what, a 6-pack of beer? It's the most expensive beer you'll ever drink because it costs you about $200 a year to keep it cold. We're
going to go talk a little bit more about refrigerators and see some pretty cool models.
Sounds good.
Mafia-style, energy-efficient freezer. It'll fit a body. Little person? Energy Star rated kegerator for root beer. Now, Stuart, as a consumer, we're shopping right now. Where do we look for that information here in the store?
Well, usually a store will offer the information of whether it's Energy Star qualified right on the outside of the fridge.
Okay, and then what about the Energy Star guide that you were talking about sooner?
Well, always look for the Energy Guide label. Sometimes it's the yellow label on the outside, but if we go ahead and open this up, we see that on the inside, the Energy Guide label is there. It tells you what the cost per year is based on an average utility cost.
Where can we get information about buying refrigerators and other appliances that are energy efficient?
Well, one of the easiest websites I've found that works nationally is energystar.gov. Very simple. It covers all appliances, but look for refrigerators, and very quickly you'll find out the information you need.
Well, we've had a good time here today. I actually want to thank the folks at Sears. You can also go to their website. They have a lot of information about their refrigerators and other appliances that are Energy Star rated, so check them out. Thanks a lot, Stuart. Hey, one more tip about saving water. Everyone has frozen food in the house, but a lot of people use water to thaw it. One good idea is maybe to plan a little bit ahead. Put it out on the sink for the day, or you can stick it in the refrigerator a few days early, and you don't need to use any water at all. Well, that's it for our show today. I hope you learned a little bit. For Natalie, Horton, and Todd Weatherill, don't forget to be green.